I hope by this time that you've had a chance to check out our 9 global competitors and that you've determined that Water Blasting Technologies and the Stripe Hog brand represents the best solution for your particular challenges. The Stripe Hog completely and quickly removes all types of durable pavement markings as well as rubber from runways quickly and completely and without a mess. So, once you've determined that a Stripe Hog is right for you, what then? How do you determine which model is right for your particular challenges? Well, that's what we're here to talk about. We have 4 primary models from which to choose from. Our 12-gallon per minute unit, our 9-gallon per minute unit, 6-gallon, and 5.1. Our 12-gallon per minute or 45-liter per minute machine represents our highest production capacity by far. You know, it's a common misunderstanding as to, does a 12-gallon minute machine use more water than a 5.1? Well, the real answer is no, it doesn't. Oh yes, it uses more gallons or more liters per minute, but in overall water usage, it uses the same. It's just that a 6-gallon minute machine is going to take twice as long to do the job, and therefore eventually it will use the same amount of water, just takes twice as long to use it and twice as long to do the work. So if you've got really big jobs and you need to knock them out quickly and you want a very highly productive machine with long run times, the Stripe Hog 8000 is probably the right model for you. We've shipped this model now to over 50 countries around the world. And using the truck's engine to power all the components of the vehicles means that you can buy a vehicle from your country, from your local dealer, and we can adapt all of the Stripe Hog components onto your local chassis. That gives you a local source of warranty and support over the entire life of the vehicle. Now, our Stripe Hog 7500 comes standard mounted on a Ford 750. However, we have also adapted this model to a variety of chassis. It's no problem. So long as the weight configuration and the general dimensions of the vehicle are appropriate, we can adapt this to your local chassis. It's a 9-gallon per minute or roughly 35-liter per minute machine, and it may be the best option for you. Our standard bumper mount on this vehicle allows you to operate that head from both sides of the truck. It has slightly less water capacity, in fact significantly less water capacity than the 12 GPM or 45 GPM machine, but it still represents a really respectable production capacity, and it could be the middle of the road right decision for you. One thing that I failed to mention, on the Stripe Hog 8000, you'll notice 2 blasting heads. Those blasting heads can be positioned side by side or in line, allowing you to maximize the power of the productivity on painted lines anywhere from 4 inches wide up to rubberized area on runways 6 feet wide when moved in a single direction. And then there's our 6-gallon a minute model, the Stripe Hog 3000. This comes standard mounted on a large skid and requires no chassis integration whatsoever. Simply bolt the skid to a chassis sourced from your local dealer and you're off working within a few hours. All of these other chassis require some chassis integration. The Stripe Hog 2000 requires the least chassis integration of any unit. It does have an auxiliary engine that drives the high pressure pump and the blower, but the inline hydraulic drive is still required to be installed, and if you're going to buy this model, you should either hire Water Blasting to send a certified representative to actually install and integrate to your chassis, or you should have significant experience in doing that type of thing in-house, or perhaps a good partnership with a local organization that can help you accomplish that. Now, The top two units are fully integrated. The truck's engine runs all of the components of these two vehicles. The bottom two units has an auxiliary engine. That auxiliary engine drives the high pressure pump and the blower. I should add that there are a variety of customizations that can be made, and certainly Water Blasting has a huge amount of experience bringing customizations to all of the models. For instance, I don't want to confuse you, but the 3000 can also be built in a 12-gallon-a-minute configuration. Simply to say that if there's something you're interested in that hasn't been covered in this little talk, don't hesitate to ask your Water Blasting representative about that. I'm sure we can accommodate your request. I've also not talked about all of the other customizations such as custom color, cameras, in-cab weight scales, PLC controllers that actually give you the ability to run your system via computer as opposed to the traditional method of manual controls. I've been a big proponent of manual controls, but some people are interested in the computers, and we've built a host of units computer controlled. Well, thank you for your interest, and we hope that we can help you in your next purchase of a powerful water blasting system. Thank you.